Welcome back to another segment we call Real Talk with Robin. Robin Gwaltney here is from the Gwaltney Group, a local trustworthy real estate team. Thank you for coming in today.
Of course, my pleasure.
So I am curious on how the trends have changed when buying and selling a house over the years. I know there's a lot of things with the market that's ever changing, right? So what is step one?
Well, depends on if you're buying or selling.
Exactly.
But for instance, I'll tell you about a phone call I got, real life phone call I got. The lady called and said, my husband and I haven't bought or sold a house in 20 plus years, and we don't even know where to start. And we have a big home, and we want to sell it, and we want to think about downsizing into a townhome. And we have no idea where to even start.
Yeah, I can imagine that those times are stressful already, and you don't even know where to start, but we should always start with Robin, right?
No, I think so. But anyway, so I told her the very first thing to do is have me come over, take a look at the house, and I'll be able to do a market analysis, tell her, you know, basically what she can sell it for, and then what she's going to need to do to get the house ready for the market. Some people, their house is just pristine. They take such good care of it, and oh my God, I love those people. But it makes my job so easy. But anyway, other people, oh, you know, that door hasn't shut right on the oven for the last 10 years, and we just put a chair up against it when we, oh my gosh. Well, now it's time to get a new oven.
Yes.
You know, so I mean, it just depends on what we find when we go, and I'll do a very honest assessment and walk through and say, you're gonna have to change this carpet. You know, it's been here since 1965 and there's holes in it. Or, you know, everything looks great. Or you're just gonna have to declutter and get a few things out. But whatever it is, I'll give my very honest input and help people get ready to get their house on the market.
And that is so important, and that's why I say earlier, every time is a local trustworthy real estate team, and that is something that you guys really build yourself off of, is being honest. And we've gotten to where we are now, because we have a lot of repeat customers and a lot of customers who refer us to other people. So we have a very good reputation of, you know, putting our money where our mouth is, right? Doing what we say we're going to do. Absolutely.
So when we say we're going to go the extra mile, we really are. So back to your question, though. So then the next thing I'll do is talk to that seller when I go to see her house about what their finances are. Are they in a position to go buy the townhome before they sell the house? And the reason that matters is sometimes people will just do that. And then they'll say, all right, now we'll decide what we want from the house so we can take those things to the townhome. Then what are we going to do with the rest of the stuff? Get rid of it. It's just a lot less stressful. Okay. You know, for the people who have to sell first to buy the next one, it adds a little element of stress, but it's still very doable, and a lot of people do it. Okay. So we would just figure out what we have to do, and then we'll map out our game plan. And then, of course, set up a portal to start getting matches for the townhomes, and eventually move out and start looking at properties. Yeah, so there's a process.
There's a process. You mentioned a portal. What's that about?
So, you know, that's where instead of you getting online every single morning and going to Zillow or Realtor.com or RE/MAX website or whatever you go to, instead of you having to do that, I'll put in the criteria that you're looking for. And then when something new hits the market, boop, automatically gets sent to you, so that you can't, you can't get busy today and miss the new listing that would have been perfect. Yeah.
So you're making it a lot easier for us.
That's our idea.
Stress off the shoulders, right?
That is our idea. That's the whole purpose.
That is so important. So after we go through the portal, we're getting some things. What's the next step?
So then whenever you see anything that actually piques your interest and you say, that's one I'd like to see, then you call me and we set up a time to go look at the house. So, you know, now we have a plan to get yours on the market. We know that we're going to do that right now because you want it sold before you buy. Or we know that you're going to hold off because you want to pick something out and buy something first and then sell. So once we have that whole thing mapped out, then we'll purchase a house and make the move.
Yeah, make the move. But your relationship doesn't end there.
It sure doesn't.
It sure doesn't. This is a relationship that you're going to have for probably the rest of your life.
I hope so.
Yes, you do. Whether it's you're selling, you're buying, you're renting, or just need some advice, you're the place to go, right?
Yeah, I'm really proud of this, and I think I've told you before. I can count probably 18 or 20 families where I've helped 3 generations.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
I love that too. It's seriously so special,
Yeah.
and we are so blessed to have you and your team in this area here to help us. So we need to get in
you.
contact with you.
Okay.
So what's that number?
Anytime, feel free to call me on my cell phone. That number is 507-259-4926.
Oh, well, thank you, Robin, for coming in again on a Thursday, and I can't wait to have you back next Thursday.
Sounds great.
All right, we'll be back with more Midwest Access right after this.